Hi, I'm Beth Norcross. I direct the Center for Spirituality and Nature. Happy Solstice. Today is that day, at least in our part of the world, where the sun is closest to the earth and we can enjoy the longest day of the year. Begins summer for all intents and purposes, and I know it's a special day for you sun lovers. Well, usually when I come to you from some lovely, secluded, quiet place, or I try to choose one. But that's not the case today. I'm here in my own backyard. It's about 1/8 of an acre right outside DC. It takes me about 10 minutes to get in to the city. It's quite urban. It's noisy. You'll hear the leaf blowers in the background, or the planes go over. And as I was sitting here and getting settled, I noticed a ball from one of the neighbor kids that had flown over the fence. This summertime, this solstice time, is also the time that people start to travel to special places, in particular the national parks. And I had occasion to be in Shenandoah National Park this weekend, and it really was stunning. There were glorious ferns, secluded hikes through the forest, even a waterfall. I could hear birds singing. At one point, this beautiful flute-like thrush was accompanying me on almost my entire hike. There's something about those national parks, isn't there? That makes us want to gather there. There's something awe-inspiring, wonder-producing, a sense of a presence. Some of you might call it God, some of you have other names for it, that there's something bigger than we are that's going on out there. We have that sense we're in the national parks, don't we? We actually have a new class, a new 4-week class that we're offering, and the details are below, on the national parks as sacred ground. We were really privileged to have Ken Burns and Florentine Films allow us to use some of the video from their incredibly gorgeous program that they did a few years back on the national parks. So check it out if you'd like to know more. Well, as I was exploring the national parks and coming back home sort of reluctantly to my little 1/8 acre plot that I try to steward as best I can, I got to thinking, gosh, what if I took national park eyes to my own backyard? What if I brought the same sense of wonder and delight and curiosity that I do when I'm in a national park, be it our own Shenandoah or Yosemite or Yellowstone or any of the number of national parks that you might be visiting this year? What if I had that same posture, that same position? So I took a walk around my yard, and I found a few things I wanted to share with you. Evidence of critters and creatures in our yard here. And as I was doing that, I had a sense that there was something else going on here, even this tiny little piece of ground right outside Washington, D.C. That this too is sacred ground. That presence and God or spirit, whatever we might call it, is no less present here than spirit is in the national parks. What's different is that we're different out here often. We're more available. We're more open. What if I were to look, what if we were all to look at the sacred grounds right at our windows, or our local parks, or even along our city sidewalks? What would we find? What would delight us? What would give us wonder? I've been inspired by the work of Doug Tallamy, who talks about a homegrown national park movement. And you'll have seen, as you were touring my yard, a number of native species that we tried to plant here. And he said if everyone just took their own little yard, tried to do as much as they could with native plants, which are so much more preferable, so much preferable too, for bugs and insects and birds, of which we have many around here. What if we all committed to making a little piece of our yards national park worthy? We would have a whole system of national parks. We could double or triple the national park system as it exists now. So perhaps on this solstice, this sun day, maybe take a peek in your own backyards or your own local park. See what's there. See what evidence of critters or creatures are hanging out with you. Look at this with national park eyes. See what you see. Let us know, would you?